welcome to Tone Wars Sunday night. I'm Carrie, and that's Jarrod.
Somebody's phone ringing?
Yes, my phone.
Oh, you're ringing. Like, where's that hum coming from?
My dad's calling me. Boop. I will
have to call back later.
Obviously not fans of the show.
Nope.
Let me just tell. I'm live on YouTube.
If you want to tune in. What's this YouTube thing you speak of?
No. Oh, this is super interesting watching me text my dad. Anyway, we weren't here last week. Well, we were, but
well,
you were.
He was sick.
Fit to be tied.
Yeah,
sick. Yeah.
So sick. Yep, I'm still recovering. That was whatever that was, man. That was freaking brutal.
And then I have the lesser version of it.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. My voice sounds like I've been smoking for years and years.
But yeah, it's going around. Everybody's getting it. So whatever. Everybody's getting different variations of it. I got like one of the worst versions. Yeah, mine was just awful.
What do you guys think of the new set? You can actually see our hair, right?
Yeah, it's cool. You can see separation between us and I changed these lights here. These are more of a white.
Yeah, I like that better.
As opposed to an orangey kind of thing. And I'm like, well, while I'm at it, I'm just going to change a bunch of stuff. So a couple of weeks ago, I changed the camera settings and the color grading on that. And then the other day, I changed all this stuff, the backdrop and the lights. I'm still fine-tuning, but I mean, if this is what we're stuck with, I'm not mad about it. You know, it definitely looks brighter and better in here. So
yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I mean, when I started the channel, it was all about dark. Like, have everything dark around us, and then have everything that we were demoing like highlighted, and it was kind of a cool look. But that kind of wore out because after a while, it's kind of like it's just kind of dark, you know. So
yeah, no, I love the natural wood.
Yeah.
That's a nice accent wall.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like with the lights, they're kind of like concentrated in certain spots on the wall where it takes away from the wood grain. But I think after a while, I'll be able to figure out a better way to light it so you can see the wood grain. Because I think it looks like wood, but you can't really tell, kind of thing, you know. So I don't know. Whatever. It's better than it was.
It is.
So.
It is. Well, it's been a rainy, just dewy, wet, cold day.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, super humid. The windshield was constantly getting wet, even though it's not raining. Yeah. It's just weird out, man. Yeah,
but still happy to be here. All right, Way Cool Jr. First one here. First one, Ms. Carrie with a K. Okay, new drinking game, everyone. J-Man says boost pedal. We raise a glass. I've got my Diet Pepsi, and I'm ready to go. Also, EVH forever. Write that down.
That's right, baby. Boost pedal. Everybody, let's get started. What's up, man?
All right, so get started with my sparkling water.
Yeah, same here. I got the Topo Chico Roscoe Pico Train Twist of Lime stuff, and this stuff's really good. I don't usually like the flavors because they're not enough.
Yeah.
But they actually put enough in this where
that one's got the lime.
Yeah, it's good. I actually like it.
Tom F says, "Hey, hope your Sunday is going great."
Hey, Tom, good to see you, man. Thank you.
Tony Krozik says, "Rock on, Tone Wars crew. Always love hearing that badass Redseven Leviathan pushing air."
Hell yeah, dude. Good to see you, Tony.
Paul Smith says, "I'm here early for a change."
Hey.
Hey, Paul.
What's up, Paul?
Flux, go Tone Wars. Looking forward to the Leviathan. Going to ask Luca to make me a custom hybrid 100 channel 1 of the Duality with channel 1 and 2 of the Leviathan.
Oh, dude, Luca's such a great guy. Can't wait to hang out with him at NAMM. That's going to be fun. Can't wait to hang out with you and everybody else as well. Yeah, I wish I would have went custom with my Leviathan because when I bought it, I didn't know if I was going to like it or not. So I was like, well, I don't want to spend all the extra money on the customization stuff because I was going to get a steampunk version like he did for John Brown. And I kind of wish I would have now because it would have really stood out here. But because it's a total keeper, you know, I like the amp a lot. So
it's a keeper.
Yep.
Steve-O says that's one sweet amp.
Oh, sure is. What's up, Steve-O?
Yeah. Flux says, Tone Wars, know who's a dumbass? Me. My quad Cortex issue turned out to be my laptop power supply dying.
Oh, that's such a
I
bummer.
wasted Neural's time chasing this thing with me. Glad it's over, but ignorance ain't bliss. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just got mine back, so I can't wait to fire it up.
Vince Salutari. Woohoo! Let's get the Shred Fest.
Hey, what's up, Vince? Good to see you.
Shred Fest.
What's good? What's happening, man?
Indy is here. Merry Christmas, Carrie, Jarrod, Cool Cats and Dogs, and the whole Q&A chat.
Yeah, right back at you, man.
It's coming up fast.
I know. It really is,
It's
man.
like, it's 10 days.
Is it
Today's
really?
the 15th.
Gosh.
Yeah, it's 10 days.
10 days it's going to be Christmas.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's coming fast.
Yeah, it sure
Coming
is.
in hot.
I got lots of videos to do before that too. I got the, thanks to Motor City Guitar, the Boss Katana Mark III here. And I'm going to do a video of that tomorrow morning and release that tomorrow sometime. And I'm looking forward to digging into that little thing. So I'll mic it, and I might go direct with it, but I think I'll just mic it. Everybody's been micing theirs, so I'll just do that.
Vince Vegas. Yo, yo, yo.
Dude, I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you, man.
Damon Stewart. What's the heaviest sounding amp of all time?
Oh boy. Well, one of the meanest amps that I mean, the EVH Stealth Red Channel is just nasty. It's just such a nasty, amplifier. But I would say that one, the Savage, and the Leviathan Channel 2, what else do I have? Yeah, those three are just really nasty, but big, beefy, nasty amps are like the Revs. Those are, it's
of
like
all time?
Yeah.
Of all time.
So if you're a a dual rec guy and you love dual recs, but you don't like the fizz and the flub, but you want something that is just beefy but has a lot of aggression and more modern voicing.
Beef?
Yeah, exactly. Go for the Revv, because that amp is the perfect version of a dual rec without the fizz and the flub, and it's a more modern voicing, but it just has this really big sound. And they're fun to play because the feel and response on those amps are honestly second to none. That's one amp that makes me feel like a superhero. Like when I plug into that, I feel like I got the hero serum in me, and I'm just like, I could do anything. I mean, those amps are so great, man.
I was watching The Incredibles last night with my little nieces and nephews.
The Incredibles.
The Incredibles. Got the superhero serum.
That's right.
Serum.
Superhero serum.
What would your superhero outfit look like?
It'd probably be like
your superhero onesie.
Well, hopefully it looks like a guitar player. Like the Warren Star clothing. That's what it'd be, like the Warren Star clothing.
The Morning Star, yeah.
Yeah, you've seen the Warren Star clothing?
I thought it was Morning Star.
No, Warren Star.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's like the stitched together pants and the leather vest, and that's what I would want to be,
Vince, Nori said hi to Vince. Hi again. Without getting on. Sorry. Damon Stewart. Oh,
Hey.
I already said that one too. Boy, you need to hire a new co-host. Hire a new co-host.
You're yawning and
Can't
repeating
remember where I
yourself, and
Buck Wild is
Buck
here.
Wild,
Buck
what's
Wild.
happening?
Huge cheers.
to you too.
Let's see. Vince Vegas says the damned axe, the ultimate question. Damned axe, the ultimate question.
I don't know what that
I
means.
don't know what that means, Vince. I'm sorry. Mike Nash says bleh.
Blah,
Bleh.
blah.
That's how you felt. Chris Nash, what's up? Love the new
Hey,
backdrop.
thank
and
you.
the 60 FPS video is quite noticeable.
Oh, good. Yeah, I changed that too, thanks to Philip Pierce. He helped me out with that, so that was really nice. Yeah, I've been wanting to do those changes, but I'm not a camera techie guy, and that's my camera. So I have two, but one's a gear cam, one's a main cam, and if I touch that one and screw something up, I'm a sitting duck. I can't do videos until I get it fixed. So that's why I never messed with it until I got some help. I know what I don't know, so.
Yeah.
That's...
Tom F says, not sure I like the brightness. I thought you were a metal channel.
Well, you'll get used to it.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
I can dim the lights a little bit, but...
Flux says, sorry you guys are sick. I hope you both feel better soon. I need you healthy for NAMM.
Thank
we had
you.
a quarantine. We have a month of quarantine.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope so too, man. I mean, I'm still recovering. I haven't worked in 2 weeks, and I was riding the couch for like 6 days there. Like I just couldn't do shit. I mean, I was just a wreck. Headaches, my chest hurt, my throat hurt, everything. I was just like, man, I couldn't do anything. I haven't really played much guitar in a couple weeks either. You know, there were 2 weeks of me not. I had to force myself, and I'm like, dude, there were days, you know, when you get sick and like even listening to things, it just bothers you. I was bothered by my own guitar playing, you know.
Now you know how I feel.
Yes, I do.
I'm not bothered by it.
Yeah, well.
I never get to hear it. Well, I hear it all the time, but I hear it like you're just noodling and practicing and not like show.
Yeah,
Anyway,
when we're down
Bill
here.
Allen, go.
Hey.
Vince Vegas, laugh out loud. It is, he says. Flux, I like the new background. It helps the amp stand out to the camera.
Yeah, and I tilted these too on the sides. I angled them more towards the camera. So they're, you know, I did all that too. So I did a lot of little final finishing touches on things, but I'm still I'm still working on some of the lighting. So we'll get it fine tuned, you know.
If I'm going to end up being annoying with the coughing and stuff, I'll just excuse myself.
Well,
You'll have to do it, but
I'll just play
it's
more.
because I'm talking. The more I talk,
Yeah.
the more I cough.
That's what happens.
Chris Naif's got some snow here in the D.C. area today.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we had the snow last week, and now it's just kind of melting away.
Yeah, it's all gone now.
Vince Vegas, Jarrod's playing an amp collection brings all the boys to the yard. My amp collection brings all the boys to the yard.
Damn straight, it's better than yours.
It's funny to me that you know that.
Well, I watched Dodgeball a whole bunch of times, so that's how the movie ends with all that kind of nonsense. So,
Joshua Patrick Garrett, he says, "Heyo."
Heyo.
Matt Vandenham, the lighting looks good. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. It's definitely better. Yeah, much more improved, you know.
Shred Flintstone.
Hey.
What is the most brutal amp of your existence, Jarrod?
Probably one of them is what I'm playing tonight. I think it's kind of a tie between the Savage Redseven and the Stealth Red Channel. I mean, they're all voiced a little differently, but those three, you can't go wrong. You know, you really can't. They're just really edgy. Like this amp I'm playing tonight, I'm playing Channel 2. It's just such a nasty channel. It's really good. In fact, our friend Chris came over from Eva Under Fire. By the way, you want to check them guys out. They're charting, touring, everything. Great band, great people. And I was setting up his Quad Cortex for their next tour. They're releasing their new album pretty soon here. And it's a banger, dude. I've heard some of the tracks. I mean, they're just amazing. And they're getting ready to go on tour, so he came over. He's like, hey, I want to get some new profiles for my, you know, the new songs and new tour. And he said, I got an 8-string guitar now, so I got a drop tune way low and stuff. So we're, you know, we want some more profiles. And the Redseven was one of the amps that he was like, dude, that sounds incredible. So we profiled that for him. And he walked out of here with some amazing captures. So, but yeah, that's a testament to that amp. It's freaking killer.
Jim Simmons, YouTube ads are getting worse. They now get through my ad blocker on my computer.
Dude, that
I had
sucks.
to miss the beginning of your live stream because of this.
Sorry, that sucks, man.
Yeah, they're kind of breaking through when we go live. Even
Yeah.
as I'm reading the comments, my screen will switch to an ad, and I gotta wait whatever.
And I have them on conservative, meaning I don't want that many. You know, I got to make some money, but I mean, for crying out loud, I mean, they just, you know, and that's the thing too. If you go ad free, if I don't monetize my videos, YouTube won't push them because why should they? They don't make any money off the ads. So I've tried that before, and a lot of people told me they weren't getting notifications. So I'm like, well, all right, I got to play the game. You know, that's how you got to play the YouTube game. You got to freaking monetize. Otherwise, they will literally ignore you. Because like I said, they're like, why should we push your stuff? It's not making us any money. So they only push things that make them money.
Tom Crean, Jarrod, I have purchased packs from you for multiple platforms in the past. I'm wondering if there's some good extras for the HX effects. I have one coming this week to use with my PRS Archon.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. There's actually, and again, I really appreciate that. There's actually a 4-cable method preset that I have on Line 6's website that you can use, I think, on your HX effects. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. And it's got all the effects and everything dialed in, and I think it's got like 8 snapshots and stuff, so you can give that a try if you want. And all the effects are ready to go. I made that a couple years ago, and every time I make a new preset on the Helix, I just copy and paste that in there because it's like, it works, you know, for my presets or your amps and everything. So yeah, give that a try. I appreciate it, and I'd like to hear what your thoughts are on it.
Bill Allen Go says Mark 7 or JP2C?
JP2C, 8 days a week and twice on Sunday. See, now it depends. The Mark 7 is a great amp, but there's only 3 modes or channels or whatever. Like, it's got a great clean channel, and it's got the 2C plus channel, and it's also got the Mark 4 channel, which is great, but the rest of it's all flyover country for me. So why would I want to pay for all that? And I'm not going to use it. And here's the other thing. To my recollection, via MIDI, you can't switch between the Mark IV and the Mark II C+. I could be wrong. Double check me on that. I don't want to misinform you, but I didn't like the way they laid that out, because what if I want Mark II for lead or for rhythms and Mark IV for leads? So it's like, it's one of those amps where, yeah, it's got a lot to offer, but it's like I call it a Costco combo, you know, because you go to Costco and you get these packs of things, and there's like 2 flavors that you love and 4 that you hate, you know, or that you don't care for, but you got to buy it all anyway. Where with the JP, 3 perfectly good channels. You can do whatever you want with them, and there's no flyover country. So it just depends. If you play multiple genres of music, maybe the Mark 7 would be better for you, but I think the the JP is flexible enough where I think it would work for you either way. So that's the way I would go.
Mike Baldwin thought you liked the Krakenstein.
Oh, the Crank?
Krankenstein?
The Krankenstein.
Not the Krakenstein.
Yeah, it was an interesting amp. Yeah, that was a pretty interesting amp. They got the Mark II at Motor City right now, but it's on consignment. Otherwise, I would have taken it home and demoed it for you guys. But
Shredflint's Tone. What of the Mesa Mark II C+? It cuts so sharp. I love it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Mesa Mark II C+ is a good amp. It really is. But there's a $60 difference between that and the JP. And just my opinion, and just what I would do for myself, for that $60, I think the JP is a better buy. But there are people that will want the Mark II C+ over that, and I respect that. So get whatever works best for you.
Tony Krozik said he had to spend $2,300 on a new hot water tank here for the house.
Oh.
But thankfully just in time before it would have flooded my whole studio room with gear on the floor. Close call. I worry about that down here. Got a the sump pump is right through the gym door there, and I worry about it. I mean, your gear's not on the floor, but your cables are.
Yeah, it would be ugly.
Yeah.
It would be ugly.
Oh,
I replace that sump every about 3 or 4 years, whether I need to or not.
Yeah.
It's better to replace it before it goes bad.
Yeah.
Because when you replace it when it goes bad, that means you came down here to a flood.
Yeah, the water table is high, right?
Yeah.
You got the swamp across the way. And
not so much anymore. That's been drained out. So.
Yeah. Flux says, hey folks, if you want to hear and feel what the Redseven Leviathan is like, just get Jarrod's capture pack of the amp. I have his quad Cortex captures of it, and they sound and feel amazing.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you can get that. I got DIs and studios, and they came out really good, man. It's a great amp. Really
I feel like with these in-ears in, because I already am kind of congested, everything is just
concentrated.
It's concentrated, but it's just mush. All I hear like, you know, on the Peanuts when the parents talk. That's all I hear. It's just my own. Can't talk. You can't hear.
Well.
Bill Allen Go says super syrup.
super serum.
Vince Vegas, the best channel ever. I love Tone Wars, man.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Vince. I'm trying not to yawn so much on the best channel ever.
well, you're sick, so what are you going to do, you know? No, thank you.
Gravel Rocks. Holy camera, what is that? 9K just tuned in.
What's up, Steve?
Yep, I got some updates.
Yeah, we definitely, I've been busy. Like when I was in my downtime, I came down here and I shot that video about the release of the Mesa. And I came down here and I was like looking at the monitor and I'm like, you know what? I'm tired of looking at this. I need to make some changes. So I just decided when I started feeling better to go to the store and figure some things out. And, you know, I whittled away at it because I was sick. But, yeah, it definitely was worth the effort. I'm very pleased with how much better everything looks, you know. We've done several upgrades down here. Remember our first set? We thought that was amazing. And then
we were proud of it.
Yep, and then we went from that to the next set, and then the one after that, and then now this one. So
we got this one. Well, yeah, but because your stupid cat you're babysitting pooped all over everything.
That's one of the reasons. That was the catalyst. I wasn't going to really bring that up.
Oh, my bad.
So, all right. So now that since she's freaking spilled the beans on that, thanks.
Sorry.
So I'm babysitting.
I honestly wasn't even listening.
I'm cat sitting for somebody that's going out of town, and their cat is pretty cool, but he, for some reason, while I was sick, I always leave my door to my studio open because my other cat comes down here. He doesn't do anything. So he, I don't know why, but he came down here a bunch of times, and I didn't realize because I was sick. And then the day I came down here and shot that video of the Mesa debacle, I was sitting down here. I'm like, man, this room just freaking reeks, man. It was bad. I literally was getting nauseous in between takes. Like, so when you watch that video, I was about to throw up through that whole video. And I was like, I don't know why.
His nose, ever since he had COVID, his nose only works at like 50%.
Yeah.
There was a day that I walked in the door and I'm like, it smells like natural gas in here. What's going on? And he was complaining of headaches and stuff.
Yeah.
Remember we were talking on the phone, and
Yep.
the stove, the gas was on his stove.
I didn't even smell it.
Didn't know. So his nose is only like,
yeah, my nose is
50%
shot.
gassy. Yeah.
So it must have been 10 times worse than that, but I was green. By the time I got done shooting that video, I was like, what the hell is going on? So I was like sniffing around, and I'm like, it smells like cat shit. It just does, but why would a cat poop in my basement? He's never done that. So then I crawled back here, and the closer I got to this area, the more it stunk. And I had those curtains back here, and they laid on the floor. So he pooped 5 times on where the curtains were laying on the floor.
And like, not like formed dirt, like
giant, smeary freaking diarrhea, catarrhea. Oh, dude, it was so gross. And I'm like, I'm not cleaning that. So I just ripped all the curtains off the wall and rolled them up. I had gloves on, hazmat suit, you know, threw them in the trash.
Cats are the worst.
Yeah. And behind there is like a sage green wall, and it just doesn't look right. So I was like, well, I got to figure something out. So I went to Home Depot and kind of started thinking about things. And
I always wanted a wood accent wall.
I did. So that's what I did. I put up a wood accent wall, you know.
Let's see. Vince Vegas. Sorry, I told on you there.
Yeah. I told on the cat, not me. I didn't poop on the floor.
Thank God.
I was sick, and you know how it is when you're sick? You just shit everywhere? Well, that's what happened to me.
Vince Vegas says, so is a Mark II C+ reissue right there with the OG Simulclass?
Simulclass. Yeah, so he's asking, is it Simulclass?
Oh, you're asking me. So
No.
is a Mark II C+ reissue right there with the OG Simulclass?
I think so. I think there is a Simulclass deal with that. And that's what some people are saying, like, well, I'll buy that because of that. You know, and then because some people think that that's what Metallica used was the Simulclass mode on it, but then other people are like, no, Hetfield did not use that. So, you know how it is. There's all these, you know, myths and lore and whatever, and no one really ever knows. Because back then, I mean, Eddie did it to everyone too. I mean, he would fool everyone. Like, hey, how do you get your special tone? Like, why would I tell you? So instead of saying they're not going to tell you, they would tell you a lie and throw you off their trail. And that's why Jose got all these different mods and stuff, because Eddie would send them all to Jose for mods. And, you know, he just tricked everybody. And who knows if Jose really modded his amp or really didn't. I'm the same way with my business, my pressure washing business. If I get some noob, how do you wash houses so fast? Do you think, why would I just give that away? You know, oh, it takes me 6 hours and you get it done in 45 minutes. Like, yeah, I'm going to help you. Like, you give me $1,000, I'll freaking tell you. But otherwise, kiss my ass. I'm not going to freaking tell you. So that's how it is, you know. But now with the internet the way it is, you know, it's easy to find out people's tricks and secrets. But back then, it was all freaking fables.
Tricks are for kids.
Tricks are for kids, exactly.
Tom F. Anybody got an idea for a good cheaper end pickups for a 7-string, not active?
Not active. Cheaper pickups? I don't know. I don't know if I would go for cheaper ones because, man, pickups are everything. I would go to DiMarzio and get like the Sonic Ecstasies or the Dreamcatcher Rainmaker pickups. Those are great, man. I don't see how you wouldn't like those. I mean, they're worth every penny. I always feel like when you get the cheap pickups, there might be exceptions to this, but there's lower output, and you know sometimes they can get noisy or whatever. So I would
feel like
spend the money.
Battleship has gotten longer. Like
it's just over here more.
This is my space.
Oh, sorry. There. There you go. I don't know what to tell you.
Joe Stop says the new look is great.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Joe.
Indy, you need a morning kick from Chuck Norris, Carrie, then the yawning wallpaper. You're right.
Yep.
It'd kick the congestion right out. Flux, I feel like we can see every amp really well, and the clarity of the whole shot is excellent.
Thank you. Yeah, it's definitely a lot better. I had to do some cable management too. You know.
Gravel Rock says, Jarrod, that camera is so clear. I can see everything. I didn't realize you had gray hair.
I know. Yeah. Yep.
Just getting old.
Getting old, man.
Getting
Secret's out. Gray hair. Yeah, what are you going to do, man?
That's funny.
I'm a salt and pepper daddy.
Can't see mine, though.
No. Nope. We got a filter on her.
Yeah.
Filters out all the gray.
Pipsy says, hi, greetings from Germany. Does the Leviathan design come from Wagner's Überschall design?
It's his loose interpretation on it. And that was one of the reasons why I was hesitant about, you know, getting it. Because when I talked to Luca about it, I'm like, ooh, I didn't like the Überschall, or at least I didn't like the twin jet. And he's like, oh, no. He's like, look, I was inspired by it, but it doesn't sound like it. He goes, it was just my kind of starting point, and then I kind of fine-tuned it from there. And I'm like, oh, okay. I said, all right, fine, I'll give it a chance, you know. And he goes, I think you're going to like it. And all the demos I heard were great. So I took a chance, and I'm glad I did because it's a keeper, total keeper. Redseven makes great stuff. I can't wait to meet them guys, and I can't wait to try out their what is it, the gate, because it's MIDI and programmable, which I think is killer. So you can have one setting for rhythm, one setting for leads or cleans, and just leave it on, and it changes per channel. So that's cool. I think it's ingenious, and that's why I love boutique builders, because they think of all this stuff. And I want to check out his new whatchamacallit, the load box thingy. It'll probably replace my what is this thing called? Universal Audio aux box. Yeah, I want his because it's a better reactive load. You can put in your own IRs, and I guess it's supposed to be even better. So I really want to try that. Amp Central, that's what it's called.
Vince Vegas, check that out, dudes. I don't know what they're checking out, though. Tom F says I splurge on premium because I hate ads. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I got YouTube Premium, so I don't... It's $10. So that's the way I look at it. It's $10 a month. I mean, you know, that's worth it.
Vince, I feel like I missed something. I know you're talking a lot about something, but I don't know. It was a cross between Doom and Thrash, but still quick as between. I'm sorry, I don't understand. MIDI and switching does not matter. Brutality matters.
Oh.
We seek the ultimate in brutality. I'm so lost with you, man.
No, well, he's probably asking which one is the best amp, and it doesn't matter if it's got MIDI or not. So, yeah, I mean, the EVH Stealth Red Channel is pretty freaking gnarly, dude. It's pretty freaking gnarly.
Flux says, great sleeper amp is the Agnator Armageddon 120. I love this high-gain amp so much that I bought a second used one for $650 this week, just so I can run KT77s in one and 6550s in the second.
Nice. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard good things about the Armageddon.
Shred Flintstone says, and we respect you. We respect you, brother.
Well, appreciate that very much. Thank you.
Damon Stewart wants to know how Kira got so beautiful. I'm not sure how Kira got so beautiful.
Yeah, maybe next time you see her, ask her.
Yeah.
Ask her.
Let's see. Shred Flintstone. Thank you, by the way. Shred Flintstone says, we love you, in fact, and very much so.
Ah, well, thank you. Right back at you.
Sorry for the coughing and the yawning. Riffs and Reaper, smash that thumbs up.
Please do, yes.
Please do that.
Thank you.
Indy says almost any Japan-made Ibanez from back in the day is a shredder machine.
Yep, they were all good. The Wazas, man. Yep. Team J-Craft.
Tony says, plus the JP2C has the 2 GEQs. That's hard to beat for refining tone on 2 select channels. I love mine, plus I have the original Mark IIc plus. Can you hear me trying to breathe?
Yeah.
Yep.
No, you're right, dude. I mean, having the 2 EQs and all that really matters. I mean, it makes a huge difference. That was a point I made in my last video. Like, why wouldn't you just buy the JP? You know, I mean, you can design all 3 channels any way you want, independent of each other. And if you want more gain, you got it. If you want less gain, turn it down, you know. And the programmable aspect of it, all of it, it's just such a badass amp. It really is.
Salad Bergia, hello.
Hey.
So nice to see the Redseven amp in play this evening. Such a big fan of the amp. I would like to ask you if you have heard and get the Metzabarba Apocalypse on the channel.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Yes, I talked to Pierangelo, and he said as soon as he gets distribution in the States, which he does have, he's just got to get some over here to be distributed. And I'll probably have to talk to JC and get him to send me one over. Cervoni, I got to get him to send me one over. It's a bunch of Italians, you know, all these Italian guys you got to work with. Yep, JC Cervoni. And I'll be seeing them guys at NAMM as well, so maybe after that, you know, because a lot of guys just, you know, what's happening this year is a lot of guys are like, hey, you're coming to NAMM, right? And I'm like, at first I'm like, no. And then they're like, well, we really want to meet you so we can, you know, talk about some things. And I'm like, all right, I guess I'm coming then, you know. So that's kind of how it is now. If you're going to trade horses, you got to freaking meet the horse traders, you know, because the internet's great. But I mean, a lot of times people just want to meet you, hang out, get a feel for you, because they're sending you a $4,000 amp. And you better not be a weirdo. Now, they know me.
He is a weirdo.
They know me, but it's like, it's just better when you kind of shake hands, have a beer, hang out for a night, get to know each other. And then now it's just like, oh, okay, you know, all that kind of stuff is taken care of.
Little do they know that beers put you right to sleep.
I know, yeah, that's
you
the
have
problem.
A beer and go night.
Yeah, I'm not a drinker anymore. If I drink 1 or 2 beers, I'm gonna pass out now. I just not into it
Stick
anymore.
to bubbly water.
Yep, that's why I drink waters now live, because I don't want to get tired, you know.
By the way, let me put these in before you play. My ears are like mad.
Yeah. I'll play in a minute.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'll get things going.
Shred
in a minute.
Flint's tone, the Ingle Savage Mark II is brutally perfected.
Yeah, it's a great amp, man.
It's a defensive tackle on steroids.
Yeah, it pretty much is, you know. In fact, when Chris was here, we profiled that too, and he loved that one as well. So
50 says, yes, the Mesa Gibson marketing videos are a topic on its own. I think they address Les Paul, R9 grandpas or dentists.
Yeah, Gibson's marketing department, that whole department, as far as the amp releases go, needs to be freaking drop kicked off the 57th floor of the building. I mean, if I was in charge of that department, I would be like, you have got to be kidding me. Is this a joke? Are you sabotaging us? Are you sabotaging your own career? Like, what the hell is wrong with you freaking morons? Like, yeah, let's take a Corvette and show how soccer moms use it. And let's drop the kids off at the soccer game and go get some groceries and go for a fun little Sunday drive and see how it handles the trail, you know, and the back roads. Like, that's not what a Corvette's for, dumbass. We want to see that thing go on the freeway and put your foot through the headlight and see how fast it'll go and see how it handles the turns.
They haven't met this soccer mom.
Huh?
They haven't met this soccer mom.
Yeah, but you're not going to take, you know, a whole soccer team to a game in a Corvette. It's a 2-seater. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's the dumbest marketing strategy I've ever seen in my life. These people are freaking stupid. They're stupid. You know, they took this amp around and set it up in a way where it sounded absolutely horrendous, and they played all the wrong stuff through it. And they're just morons. They're absolute freaking stupid, useless morons. I don't know what the hell they were thinking, I'm sorry, as a business owner myself, if I had a team go out and present my business that way, I would freaking wring their necks, man. I'd be so pissed.
I'm going to jump ahead to Vince Vegas because he says he's literally on standby for your answer to buy one right now. So he wants to know, okay then, what is the most brutal of all the EVH amps by year and wattage? And you better be using Tone Wars links to buy
it. Yeah, please use, if you're buying it from Sweetwater or Motor City, please use my link. I would appreciate that.
Use the affiliate link. Go in the description and click on his affiliate links.
Yeah, please. Please. Anyways, so if it's an EVH, you want the Stealth. And if they don't have the Stealth 100, then get the EL34 100. Either way, you're set. There's like 1% difference between them sonically. Guaranteed. I had both and I sold one because that's what I discovered. So either one of those would be fine. Don't get any other EVH. That's the most brutal, nasty amp. And you want to take the presence and the treble on that amp. And I got the presence at 3 o'clock. And the treble is at about 3 o'clock, just a hair under 3 o'clock. And that's the way the tolerances are on that amp. Otherwise, it sounds amazing, but it's a little dark. And then the blue channel gain affects the red channel on the Stealth and the EL34 100. Don't get the 50s, they're great, but the 100 is where all the fire is. So that's what I would recommend, honestly.
Tom F. says that cat's an asshole. They're great.
Yeah, he's a butt face.
Riffs and Reefer says it ties the room together.
Oh, thank you.
Flux says the new Mesa Mark II C+ legitimately appeals to a very niche group of collectors.
Yep.
Folks who love Metallica and their classic sound can buy this amp for just the exact tone chasing. Good for them.
And they're dentists and doctors.
Indy, I'm skipping your comment because I disagree with you.
No, what? No, what?
He says cats are never assholes. They rule.
Yeah, I love my cat. He's awesome. He's a turd, but I love him.
Damon and Stewart says all I use are DiMarzios.
Yeah, DiMarzio pickups are amazing.
Oh, geez. Shred Flint's tone. You too? Cats are man's friend. They are brutal like the maps we love because they are always on the hunt for what is smaller than them. Amps, not maps. Sorry.
Yeah, don't.
Like the amps we love.
Yeah, amps. Yeah. Cats. I like Kitty Witty. He's a cool dude. He's a good cat. He doesn't cause me any problems. He's a feisty little bugger, but other than that, he's fine.
Riffs and Reefer, Metallica's producer, wrote all the amp settings down. You can find on the interwebs.
Hell yeah.
Let's see, Tom F. It's for a cheap Jackson V, so I did not want.
Oh, you want to spend a ton of money?
Yeah.
Yeah, but man, the pickups are where it's all at. You know what I mean? I mean, if you got a cheap guitar, then the money you saved on that you could put towards the pickups. I think that's the way to go. You know, I mean, because if you put cheap pickups in it and they don't sound good, it's pointless, you know. I would definitely spend the money on the pickups. I really would, because I've played a lot of guitars that were expensive, but they had like pickups in them that don't work for me, and I'm like, I'd replace the pickups anyway. Even if this $3,000 guitar, I'd still replace the pickups. So if you got a cheap guitar, put good pickups in it, and that makes up for everything right there.
Jim Simmons, Jared, do you think Marshall will come out with any new modeling amps or a floor modeler at NAMM?
I don't know. It's hard to say because Marshall's been pretty blah lately, last several years. They haven't really come out with anything new. It's only a lot of these older amp companies are just resting on their laurels, and they're kind of like, oh, let's just keep releasing the same old crap. And it's like, guys, it's like the tortoise and the hare. You guys are taking a nap under the tree, and all these turtles are passing you up, and you're going to wake up and be like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Well, yeah, you got passed up, you know. And you got these amp companies like Redseven, Mesobarba, you know, Engel and Revv, and they're just coming up with this amazing stuff. And it's like, yeah, stop taking your audience and your customer base for granted, because the moment you do that, someone else is going to snag them up, you know, and that's what's happening.
50 wants to know your memories on the Fortin Evil Pumpkin. Here's one for sale not far away from me.
Oh, I didn't care for it. I mean, I just thought it was just kind of a weird amp. Fortin stuff, nothing against Mike Fortin, but I think Fortin stuff is either loved or hated. I mean, his stuff's very polarizing, And his stuff to me it's just kind of thin, and it just doesn't work for me. You know, I just don't think his amps, they're kind of weird and quirky, and I never really got much out of his amps. I've tried a few of them, and both times I played them, I was just like, I don't know what the hype is on these. I think they're just overpriced, quirky amps that he only makes so many of, so he can sell out of them really quick and make his money. And if you like them, God bless you. It just don't work for me at all. So, but that's just me. I could be wrong. You could plug into it and think that I'm nuts, and you might be right. So,
Hank Hill, he says, bro, your shoes are fire. They look so comfy.
oh, thank you. They're Hey Dudes. Yeah, I love these shoes. They feel like slippers, but they wear like tennis shoes. So, love these things. I got 6 pair.
Yeah,
I got
or
a lot
more.
of them. Yeah, yep, I got. Yeah, they're nice. You just slip them on and go.
All right.
Time to play.
Time to play.
Time to play. All right, let me mute the mic here. All right, there's a few for you.
Just a few.
Just a few. Just a few. Let me switch getters. Switch getters.
All right. Let's see. Jarrod Flintstone says, I have a Chinese fake striped Wolfgang in left hand, hence why I buy from China.
Oh, there
that
you go.
pickup rules. None of my fiddles grab harmonics like it, and I have $15,000, I think 15,000 guitars and all in between. I'm so sorry. Like, shred. And I have 15K guitars and all in between. Probably.
Oh, yeah, $15,000 guitars and
yes.
on down. Yeah.
My braid's not working tonight. Tom F., I got the V for trade of 4 boxes of 9mm Freedom seeds, so no money in it, really.
Oh, damn.
What's that? Freedom seeds.
I have no
Bullets?
idea. Maybe?
Are those Freedom seeds?
I don't know. What is a Freedom seed?
9mm Freedom seeds. Sounds
Oh,
like
yeah, it's a bullet.
to me.
Yeah, yep. 9mm got me right there. Yep.
Brandon Whitehawk, Jarrod, any update on when you'll review the Bogner Uber Ultra?
As soon as I get one. I reached out to them a while back, but I haven't heard back from them. So, yep, Reinhold's a little hard to get a hold of these days. But if I see him at NAMM, I'll reach out to him. You know, maybe they're miffed at me because I didn't like the twin jet. Maybe, you know.
Brent Nelson, how are you?
Hey, what's up, Brent?
Hey.
What's happening, dude?
Flux says, Jarrod, you would like the Mike Fortin designed Randall KH103 Kirk Hammett's signature amp.
Oh, really?
Channel 2 is so thick and chunky. It has 9 preamp tubes. The tone is succinct.
Damn, 9 preamp tubes. That's probably pretty good, dude. I'm sure that sounds good on paper anyways.
You even spelled it correctly. Chris Nash says, my wife and daughter are crazy over Hey Dudes. They each have 2 to 3 pairs.
Yeah, they're kind of cool shoes,
I got
you know.
a couple, yeah.
I got those skull ones that glow in the dark. Those are kind of funny. Yeah.
Those scully ones.
Scullies.
Indy says, a JCM 800 from Marshall with all the right components and a George Lynch mod can make a difference.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. This Mr. Scary mod in there would be amazing.
Brent Neslin says, try out the Fortin nameless QC plugin. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, I'll definitely give that a try. I heard good things. Yep, definitely heard good things about that.
Dat Rebel Dog says, here for Jarrod's originals like this.
Oh, thank you.
Like, shut your yappers and just play. Brandon Whitehawk, Jarrod, I'm waiting for your review before I pull the trigger on purchasing the Bogner Uber Ultra.
Oh, well, I got a friend that has one, Chris. I don't know if he sold it already, though. I'll have to ask him. Because we talked about him sending it up to me, but...
if you do purchase it, make sure you use Jarrod's affiliate links.
That would
Don't buy anything without Jarrod's affiliate links.
That would be nice. I would appreciate it. Because the thing is...
Mom's got to get paid.
Well, not only that, but I mean, yeah, I get a kickback and stuff, and it's not really, honestly, it's not really just about that. Because it's not like you're going to, you know, let me start over. It's not like I'm going to make $1,000 off it. I'm just going to make a little bit of money. But the main thing is, it gives me clout and good favor with, you know, the stores. Like if it's Motor City or if it's Sweetwater or whatever, it gives me favor with them because because when they see people using my links, then when I ask them if I can demo stuff, they're more apt to say yes. But if they're not getting a return on their investment by sending it to me and letting me do whatever I do, after a while they're going to be like, why are we sending you stuff? It doesn't generate any income for us. So there has to be that. So that's why. That's the biggest reason why. That way I can go down there, regarding Sweetwater, I can go down there and do Gear Fest, which is something I'm curious about. Honestly, I think the Gear Fest content is pretty shitty so far, but maybe, you know, I don't know why. Maybe they could do better, but maybe they're still trying to figure it out, but most of it's kind of crap so far, but I would still like to be part of it. Maybe I can, not to say that I can fix it, and I'm not trying to be arrogant by saying that, but I think I got some ideas that people would like. Yeah, so that's the kind of stuff, and mainly I just need good favor with the stores so that they'll continue letting me use stuff.
Chris Nash says nothing wrong with plugins. In my humble opinion, they've come a long way. I've recently picked up a Fractal FM9 and am loving it, but I must say the polychrome DSP stuff is pretty good. So is STL stuff.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of good plugins out there. I don't use them because I don't play at my computer, but other than that, yeah. I mean, a plugin saved my ass on my album because we had a clean tone that just for some reason did not come out well, and TJ was just like, "Well, we have we have the stems, the DI track, so we'll just find a plugin," and it fixed it. And we were like, "Thank God!" And I'm like, "That's where plugins really come in handy."
Dat Rebel Dog likes you're playing.
Oh.
He says Jarrod plays with a touch of that Dumble and Ken Fisher could appreciate.
Oh, thank you.
The only Higgy shit I've even liked. Chris says I highly recommend Polychrome DSP's Hyperrig Kiesel, and the other day Nunchuck was released. Great stuff.
Oh, nice. I'll have to check those out when I get a chance.
Vince Vegas also liked your playing.
Thank you.
Jim Simmons, Chris Nash, I was talking to Chris. Let's see, Vince Vegas, dude. Damon Stewart, I love the slower, crunchy tunes.
Oh yeah, I got some slower crunch. I got like Night Terrors I can do next. That one's got a bit of a slower pace to it, you know.
Tony Krosick, sounds awesome, Jarrod. Always love hearing that drop tune, Purple Majesty, down low.
Thank you. Yeah, that guitar really does well with these types of amps, man.
Shred Flintstones. Brent is a great name, he said. Brent. I wish I wasn't sick right now. I'm going to cough up a lung if you make me laugh. Brent, it is a good name. Let's see. Vince Vegas, I said at least 5 years ago that Jarrod is my favorite player, including all pros, and damn it, I still do.
Oh, wow. Well, geez, dude, I appreciate that. Please don't ever listen to John Petrucci. Because as soon as you do, you'd be like, Jarrod sucks. But I appreciate that.
Again, so don't kill me.
Yeah.
I love that. 50 says the JP fan club started to collect money for a shave, and of course, a new Dream Theater singer.
Yeah, I was
Exactly.
talking about that with a buddy of mine the other day. I think Labrie had his good days with Dream Theater. Don't get me wrong; he's definitely had some great albums and some great live performances with DT. And I think that for a couple decades at least, I mean, he was amazing. Maybe even 3 decades. I mean, but when I was hanging out with the guys from Symphony X, I was hanging out on their tour bus with them a couple months back, and it was great. I was hanging out with these guys; they're freaking awesome, all of them, amazing dudes. And it was so tempting to pull Russell Allen aside and be like, "Hey, man, you ever thought about giving Petrucci a call and just saying, hey, because you can? It's not like Symphony X is touring the world every day, so it's like on your downtime.
You can afford, yeah.
Yeah, can you kind of go over there? Because, dude, Russell Allen, in my opinion,
Oh, he could sing the snot
oh
out
my
of that.
God,
song.
that guy can sing instructions to how to install an air conditioning unit, and
Yeah.
it would sound amazing. I mean, he is the best singer in metal right now, rock metal, and even this Trans-Siberian Orchestra stuff. The guy is just mind-blowingly good. Brings tears to your eyes. His voice is so good. So if they had him, oh my God, that band would just be perfect. It would be so good.
They could get Andre Bocelli.
Yeah.
His son is really good too.
Yeah,
He's starting to do
interesting.
duets. Daddy
Yeah.
and father son duet.
I don't know if he could handle Dream Theater music though.
They
He'd be
can
like,
handle it.
the
Come on.
timing signatures are freaking weird. Yeah, but
No, I agree. Needs a shave and a new singer. He's this.
John's beard.
Yeah, I know it's popular and all
Yeah,
the things. But
I like
not-
it.
He's a decent looking dude. Like, why are we covering up our face?
Oh, I like it. I
It
like
looks
the
like
beard.
it's like a wall.
Yeah, it's the sixth member of the band. It's John's beard.
Jim Simmons, Chris Nash, the whammy and pitch shifting effect sound great. The best I've heard yet in a plugin.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I'm sorry, I read that again. And then again, Brent is a great name. Tom Crean, I agree, don't skimp on the pickups. To prove a point, I picked up a $50 Squire Strat and loaded it with Duncan Hot Rails new electronics. A fret job. My buddy came over yesterday and he freaked.
Yeah, pickups are everything, man. And don't listen to like Glenn Fricker. God bless Glenn. I know he's going through some stuff right now, and we don't always aren't always going to agree on everything. So God bless his wife and his family. But that's the one thing, the big disagreement I have with Glenn is pickups don't matter. Bullshit, they do. They matter big time. I don't know one thing that matters more on a guitar as far as how it sounds than pickups. Because I've played guitars with pickups in it that I don't like, and I'm immediately like, nope, not playing this guitar ever. So I'm all about good pickups.
Brent Nelson says the crying wah from hell on the QC is amazing. It was added in the latest QC update.
Oh, I haven't tried that yet.
50 says, I had the Uber. I preferred the Ecstasy Pandora. YouTube often builds up a hype for money ads until you play it and say, oh, they did not reinvent the wheel.
Oh, nice.
Damon Stewart, have you ever tried the DiMarzio Super 3?
No. No, I haven't.
Shred Flintstone, my brother's name was Brent. Oh, it's got a nostalgic feel to it.
Yes.
Let's see. Indy, Mr. Scary rules, and he's also a cool cat. Tom Kareen, I had the Hot Rails just sitting in my toolbox doing nothing.
Yeah, time to put them to work, right? Do it. Let's hear some more stuff before I cool down. All right, you got your thingies in?
No. All right, I'm doing it. They're mad at me.
They're always mad at you.
My
Even though
ears.
they're custom, they still bother your
They're
ears.
super, well, but they're plugged. My ears are plugged. Okie dokie. There we go.
In? All right, here we go. Mute. We're back. Yeah, was that 3 I did? Yeah, I did 3.
I think so. I do think it's so.
Yeah, can't wait to start practicing on a regular basis again, too. Starting tomorrow, I declare I will be back on the ottoman with my spark and my coffee, and I will practice every one of these mixes, because there's mixes I haven't played in a long time, because I literally can't play them right now, like Galactic Space Zombies, City Lights, and Fallen. I can't even play those songs right now. Galactic Space Zombies is an ass killer. Ass killer? I don't know. Whatever. You guys know what I'm saying. That song is so stupid hard. If I played it right now, I'd make a total fool out of myself.
Total.
Yeah, it would suck.
Chris Nash says pickups absolutely make a difference. I recently just took a pair of Duncan parallel axis pickups out of my Chevelle and put the stock 59 and JB back in.
There you go, man. I mean, I'm all about the pickups, man. I love the Sonic XCs. Those are my favorite pickups of all time. That's what I have in these guitars, and they're insane. They're so good. There's plenty of low end in them, and there's a lot of good output and clarity. I just love these pickups, so I'm all about them. But his first pickups in his the Crunch Lab and whatever the other one was, I hated those pickups in his first guitars. I was like, nope, don't like these at all. Lower output, and they were just kind of meh, you know.
Salimbergia says, I have seen you do multiple versions of this song, but tonight they simply ripped with the Redseven. What were you boosting it with? Oh,
thank you. I appreciate that. So tonight I'm using the Oddbox by Warm Audio. The Oddbox is just such a great even-keeled pedal for modern amps. So, because this amp's tight. It's pretty freaking tight. But I want that little bit more push for the solos and stuff. And the Oddbox maintains the overall tone of the amp. And it just retains the low end, but it just pushes it a little bit, and it gives me that nice push. And I got the gain at noon, so it's not a ton of gain in it. I could crank the gain all the way up on this amp and still have a lot of clarity. That's the nice thing about this amp is the gain doesn't get muddy on it, but I don't need all that gain. You know, it's just nice to have. You know, but it's a killer amp, man. This amp's all over my album too. Every time I plug into it, I'm like, there it is. That's the shit I like right there.
Chris Nash says, pretty sure Night Terrors is my favorite song of yours.
Oh, thanks, man. Thank you. Yeah, it's definitely a fun one to play for me. I love that one.
Fox says it sounds totally huge.
Thank you.
Damon wants to know, have you ever heard a Loudness song called Never Ending Fire?
I've heard of Loudness. I grew up on all that stuff, but I've probably heard the song, but I don't recognize like how it goes in my head off of it. But what was the big hit that they had? Something Nights, Crazy Nights or something. They had some killer stuff, man. Yeah, they were a cool band. I remember them. I'll have to revisit that. Yeah, their guitar player was really good. Really good player.
Brent Nelson, Chevelle, laugh out loud.
Chevelle.
Steve-O, Sonic Ecstasies are awesome.
They are.
Put them in my RG550 and couldn't be happier.
Yeah, they're great pickups, man. They really are. I got them in my Kiesel as well, and love them. Great pickups, man.
Well, it's 8:30.
Is it already?
Yeah, came up quick.
Wow, it sure did. Wow. Well, sheesh, we are there on time, as they say. Well, guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed the Redseven tonight as much as I did. I freaking love this amp. It's so good. So if you guys are looking for, you know, like a really good boutique amp company that makes some interesting stuff. I mean, you know what I should have done? I didn't even use his Alchemy Overdrive. Why didn't I use that tonight? That's a killer pedal. But Redseven makes great stuff, man. Luca's a great guy. He's got a great crew over there. So check them out. Really, they're worth a look. They make really good stuff. And those Italians, man, they're passionate about what they do. So you know you're going to get a good amp from them, or a good pedal, or even the Amp Central. If you're looking for like an IR loader that also carries the load of the amplifier and gives you a good feel, the Amp Central, a lot of people use those. John Simon swears by his. He's been using it for years and he loves it. You know, John from Sonic Drive Studios, I've talked to him about that. They just make killer stuff. So give them a look. They're definitely worth it. Keep these boutique amp companies alive. You know, they're great people. But thanks to everyone who's been purchasing the Quad Cortex, ToneX, Nano Cortex is growing. NAM, I don't know, KEMPER, whatever, all the preset and profile packs from the website, link below, tonewars.com. Seriously, you guys are really, really helping me out keeping the lights on here, and I really appreciate that. It goes a long way. And I'll be doing it because it's winter. I'll be doing a lot more stuff. You know.
Don't forget to use the affiliate link. So when you're buying all your equipment, your
Please.
gears, and your amps.
Yeah, it definitely helps. It really does.
You
And
can
thanks.
go into any video of Jarrod's on YouTube. He cuts and pastes and posts his links in every video under the description.
Yeah, and thanks to everybody who has been doing that. A lot of guys have been doing it for Motor City lately.
Yeah, thank you.
So thank you, whoever you are. I don't want to shout out names because sometimes people are uncomfortable with that, but you guys know who you are. Thank you so much. Well, anyways, really appreciate you guys hanging out with us. And like I always say, every day is a gift.
And thanks for spending part of your gift with us. Have a great week. Will we see? Yeah, I was like, Christmas is coming up.
Yeah.
We'll see him next week.
Yeah, we'll see him next week. And then I'll have that katana video up tomorrow, Hell or High Water. That's got to go up. So anyways, guys, God bless you all. We will see you all very soon. Have a great night. And if we don't see you, have a great week. Have a good one. And where's my...